Hi, this is Majin, and here's my review for 4 of the DC number 2's that I got. I have all of the number 2's, but then these are the ones I got into first. We have Grifter, Suicide Squad, Green Lantern, and Batman and Robin. I'm gonna make this quick since it's getting late. But with Grifter, I'm actually enjoying Grifter a lot more in this issue. Grifter's on the run. He's being chased. He's got the alien beings after him. And he's also got the government, with the police, the military, things like that, because of what he's been doing. Considering he caused the problem on the airplane. But now there's people who believe that there is something suspicious going on. I think if issue 3 keeps up the same level of interest for me, then I'll probably this will make it to my pull list. But like I said, I enjoyed it a lot more. Suicide Squad. I'm not sure what to think about this, and I don't mean this in a negative way. I liked it. I liked the bloody brutality that was in here. I thought the art at times goes good and bad, and I think that's where part of my hang-up is. Basically what's going on is the Suicide Squad was dropped in to a stadium, and there's techno-zombies in there. There's like a nanovirus type thing that's turning them into, as you can see, like robotic zombie type things. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to retrieve the person that is the source, so that way they can get a cure from it. It's very bloody, very violent. I like that. And I can't say that I'm interested in all the characters yet, just because we don't have enough time to focus on enough of them. There's enough so this way we can go, okay, I know what Harley Quinn's like, I know what Deadshot's like, things like that. But I need a little bit more time with them. Just so this way I get a better understanding of how the team's going to work. I do suspect that this lineup is not going to last for very long, and we're going to be seeing some new people. I expected body count coming out of this book. So we'll see where it goes, but so far I'm still enjoying it. Green Lantern. Okay. This is what I don't understand, and I understand that this is a reboot and everything, but Sinestro just makes Jordan look like an idiot. Just looks like a noob, and it just, when I look at this, I'm reading this, I'm like, okay, on one hand, alright, I understand it's a reboot, but on the other hand, there's supposed to have been so much stuff that occurred, and why is Jordan acting like a complete and utter moron? He's acting like, like when Sinestro appears before him, they're having a nice little dialogue. He's trying to rip the ring off of his hand. The minute Sinestro gives him a ring, he uses it to attack Sinestro, which Sinestro immediately dissolves the power, saying, look, I gave you a ring. I didn't say it was the official ring. I made it so I can turn it on or off. There's a disaster happens conveniently. Jordan goes after it. And if you notice, like, Jordan basically does one thing at a time. Sinestro comes up, he goes, disables the ring, and says, watch. And he basically fixes everything at the same time. And he's making Jordan, he's making him look like a complete and utter moron. And I have to believe that there's a period of time, in the history, because, Sinestro makes light of the fact that how many times have you lost this ring, and how dare you, he didn't say it, but it's like, how dare you judge me when, you've lost it more times than I have. I have every right to wear it just as you think you do. And there's a nice little fight with the Yellow Lantern at the end, and Sinestro explains his plan for how. I don't know, I will say that it picked up in issue 2, and I can see where it's definitely going to pick up. But I don't know if I'm going to stay with this thing for the long haul. I might stay with it a little bit longer than expected. but I kind of really do want off this book. Um, it's becoming painful to read. Batman and Robin #2. I like it. I don't think this is the strongest book, but I like how, like, it's a different side of Batman we have here, because, in this one he's trying to, groom Damian. And when I say groom Damian, it's like, Damian's a killer and an assassin, and he's trying to curb those killer instincts, but he just doesn't quite know how to do it. He doesn't quite know what the right things to say, things like that. But basically, there's weapons going through Gotham, and Batman keeps interrupting the shipments, and conveniently people are getting killed. In the wake of that, by a mysterious person type thing. And in this issue, they meet at the end. So I won't spoil who that is. But I know. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I think part of the reason why I'm enjoying it is because it's a totally different type of story. You have Batman, who's the solo type. You have Detective, which is also a solo. Dark Knight, which is more supposed to be horror based. And each one has its own. Well, each one has its own look to it. It feels like it's the same thing. But Batman and Robin is definitely a totally different. I get a totally different vibe from it, and I enjoy it. But it's not my favorite title out of the 52 relaunch. Anyways, that's my quick review of those. I don't know which ones I'm going to read next. I looked through Mr. Terrific and I was horrified by it. I went through Legion Lost and was a little uninterested, so I don't know if I'm going to bother to reread it. I did look through Deathstroke and it seemed kind of boring to me. And Superboy, I kind of looked through it, but I knew there's a lot going on in this one, so I actually have to sit down and read it. So I'll try to do some more reviews, but that stupid Batman game came out today, and it's going to eat up so much of my time. So let me know what you guys think of the titles, and I'm also curious to know who bought Batman. Which version did you buy? I bought the PS3 version, so this way I can get myself get it on the better system. And I have the Robin costume and the Catwoman adventure. Well, actually, if you bought it today, you probably all have the Catwoman adventure. So anyways, curious to know what add-on costume did you guys get. So I'll have new comic pulls tomorrow, and that's it for tonight.